Liberty Mutual is all she talks about. The conference by bundling our home and auto insurance.
I can't sign it. No, something this though.
Good to me. So that LTD Lincoln Town car.
What's up, y'all? Can't Hotep back at it again. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I know what Trump talking out here in these streets. I know what Trump talking about in these streets. See y'all, dog. Trump said, y'all really want to know about some gangster shit? Trump out this bitch getting gangster. Trump said, get down and lay down out this bitch. So far, it look like Canada and Mexico done laid the fuck down. I hear that. I hear that. What y'all know about this right here? This some classic Outkast right here. Andre murders this fucking song. Like, I swear Trump got this shit in his fucking earpiece as he signs the executive orders and just starts to dismantle all of these status quo agencies that's just been stealing the tax dollars. And they crying. You over that bitch crying. Shit is wild. Trump said, y'all really want to know about some gangster shit? Let me show you this gangster shit. Trump said, I dealt with the mob in New York. The Dungeon family right there. What's going on, Carlton, yo? South Park Drinker, man. Whipping weight. Like, can y'all imagine that shit? Like, just get a montage, right? I might do that shit. A montage of Trump signing executive orders, walking up in buildings, like, get the fuck out. Some of the savage shit he say on the TV. I just had this shit in the background. Something gassed up. Motherfuckers in Congress thought they was some real gangsters, so a real gangster showed up. Outkast with a K, yeah, them niggas is hard. Harder than a nigga trying to impress God. We'll pull a whole deck, fuck pulling your cards. Walking the ball. The niggas pop, lock, to the beat, ass, and your bitch fool. Without a shot, make a vow to myself, living for the wealth outside. We'll put it like this, it's like me selling some dope because my girlfriend owns the shop. Wrong reason, whatever the season, and when the spring, summer, or fall, I don't stop. Slow drag with your brain against the wall. Yeah, nigga, no, we lean to the side, don't fall. All y'all, fuck boys, tuck toys inside your pants. Just to pull it out, point it at the ground, and make a nigga wanna dance. With that reefer, you're on that reefer, and on that Tupac, in front of them boo bops, trying to show out. That's the whole out, talking loud, talking loud. That's gangster shit.
Oh man, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. I thought about that song, yo. I thought about that song when I woke up this morning and Donnie T and them, they had fucking said that the Department of Education was next. I was like, God damn. Trump on his gangster shit. He on his gangster shit. I got some 12s knocking. Not since I was 20. Not since I was 20. I'm straight factory over here for right now. Crazy part, I got like 3,000 miles left on my warranty, a little under 3,000 miles left on this warranty. But after that, this bitch gonna get souped the fuck up. It's already fast, it's already tuned, but I'm gonna probably end up I'm gonna throw a bigger turbo in here, a bigger intercooler. Make sure I get a downpipe jumping on this shit. High flow cat. I might get a meth kit put in here too. I ain't talking about no Walter White shit, goddamn it. I'm talking about a methanol kit that goes in this motherfucker to make this bitch go fast. I just want 400 wheel. I get this to 400 wheel, I'll be happy. I don't need nothing more than that. I ain't street racing and shit. I just want to humble these scat packs out this bitch. This motherfucker already be humbling them scat packs, but I just want to make sure that definitively when they pull up in they little scat packs and shit, they just, remember how much they pay for that fucking car. Anyway, I digress. Man, I'm all congested. Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show, man. I wake up this morning, Donnie T, he is ruffling some feathers. He got people nervous. Everybody's like, oh, these tariffs, they're not going to work. He's going to get us screwed. Canada and Mexico already said, so what time you need to have them soldiers down by the border, sir? So I'm trying to get this fucking, I feel like I'm congested like a motherfucker. So what time we need to have these soldiers down there, sir? You want them 6 a.m. sharp? Like, what, how? I just need to know. I just need to know what to tell my generals. Trump ain't fucking around here. Remember, this nigga wrote the art of the deal. Donnie T wrote the art of the deal. I got a Genesis coupe, turbocharged Genesis coupe. But yeah, Donnie T, like, I wrote the art of the deal. Let me show y'all why I'm the fucking man when it comes to this shit. Everybody's scared. Oh my God, the tariffs are about to take effect and we're screwed. Canada was talking big shit. Mexico was talking big shit. The minute they saw it fucking out, they took it. The minute they saw it out, they took it. Now, the only place that's really, they like, game on is China. China like game on. But even China, I don't think can really hold off that long. China will be able to hold off for quite a while, but it ain't going to be that long, right? First country we saw fucking fold was Colombia. They should have just fucking known better from Jump Street. You know what I mean? But China might be the only person that might have, they might stay in the game. You know what I mean? Canada, Mexico, they folded. They already showed how they gonna be. They gonna be easy. They gonna be easy the whole time. They was talking real big shit, and then they was as soon as they saw a fucking out, they took that shit. They probably was like, yeah, we depend too much on the United States for a lot of shit, especially when it comes to, commerce and their purchasing power, that we probably need to shut the fuck up and comply. Right? I'd rather pay 10% in the tariff than 50. You know what I mean? I'd rather pay 10% in tariffs than 50. We're gonna see what happens with China though. We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? One big game of Risk, boy. This is Texas Hold'em, and Trump's poker face is fucking legendary. All right, it's fucking legendary. He ain't out here playing around. He is not fucking around. If y'all thought he was gonna come into this term half-assed, not knowing what he was doing, you are sorely mistaken. This nigga had 4 years to fucking plan and plot and get all this shit thought out. And he about to show y'all niggas who's the fucking boss. This nigga is Tony Danza. Might as well call him President Tony Danza. He's definitely about to show y'all niggas who's the boss. I'm just saying. Anyway, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream. Let everybody know we live. You catching the replay. Leave a comment. I can use that constructive criticism. Yo, it's a nice day outside, yo. This weather is wild. That's probably why everybody getting so fucking sick. That's probably why everybody getting so sick. Like, I had some shit. I don't know what the fuck I came down with. I was like, oh Lord, is this the COVID for the fucking fourth time? You know, but I wasn't worried. You know, you gotta do your grandmother. You know your grandmother home remedies. My grandmother had them home remedies before that home remedies book came out back in 19 fucking 9. Y'all remember that commercial you used to get, like what was it, like the doctor's home remedies book or some shit like that? Y'all remember that book? We showed it on the channel one day. It was like doctor's home remedies book or some shit like that. They used to have a commercial for it in the 90s. Anybody else remember? Yeah, I mean, what's up, pro? I mean, that shit is crazy to me. I was like, my grandmother knew all that shit back in the day. My grandma was on official before official was a fucking thing. Up there ladling cod liver oil down your goddamn throat. When she heard you coughing, boy, you better run for the hills. That cod liver oil is getting brought out. You know what I mean? Put this onion in your sock. I caught COVID for the first time, nigga. I did all of that shit. I put a bath and threw some alcohol in that motherfucker. I put some onions in my sock. There's some garlic around my goddamn neck in my pockets. I made some fucking tea, some green tea with ginger and some Hennessy in that bitch. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I'll be damned, I was fucking good the next day. I was good the next day. Yo, that shit is wild. Oh, man. But yeah, some shit going on. But it's 56 degrees right now here in Baltimore, which is crazy. We just had that winter. All right, we back. We are back. All right, we back. We are back. Oh, man, these calls, boy. Anyway. But yeah, it's 56 degrees, and I'm sitting there like, yo. I walked outside like, damn, it's nice. Took the coat off and everything. Like, damn. But see, that's the reason why motherfuckers be getting sick. But I digress. Anyway, back to Donnie T. So the USAID, right? We went over this last night on the stream. If you didn't catch the stream last night, feel free to go back and check it out. It was a great stream as usual. USAID is essentially like another branch of the quote unquote CIA. When you hear, USAID, it sound all nice and friendly and like, oh, they're so philanthropic. They're made for foreign aid and all this other stuff. No. Nope. I keep forgetting what it stands for. It stands for the United States. It stands for the United States. What is it? The United States Agency for International Diplomacy, I believe. Is that what it is? United States Agency for International Diplomacy, if I'm not mistaken. It's just another branch of Charlie Indigo Alpha. They go out here and they help to stabilize countries. That's what USAID is for. Not to mention that they also funnel money into the Clinton Foundation and a couple of other shell companies, making some of these politicians, some of these deep state actors very, very, very rich. It's corrupt. It's a corrupt agency, and it needed to be taken down and it needed to be overhauled. They do a lot of wasteful spending. For example, sending $50 million to like Afghanistan to make a gay superhero or some shit like that. Some fucking gay superhero. Sorry, y'all. The wife called, like, are you streaming? Like, yeah, I'm streaming. Okay. Click. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, like I said, it's a corrupt agency. They destabilize countries and use it to funnel and launder money. It's exactly what it's for. And it needs to be overhauled. I do need a dedicated streaming phone, but I'll be fucking cheap. I'll be cheap. You're right. I do need a dedicated streaming situation. You know what? I'm gonna look into that. I need to do that. I definitely need to do that. You got a point. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You heard that about it over 25 years ago? What's going on, Montoya? You know, yeah, it's 56 in here, yo. But it gotta go, or at least be overhauled. If they're going to use it for what the name suggests, you need to overhaul it. It needs to be overhauled. You need to toss out, you know, the old guard and bring in the new guard. You know what I mean? You know, and the funny part is that Congress thought they were going to defy Trump. They were sending people up there to USAID, and he had fucking police officers out front like, you can't sit here. They thought they were just going to march their little self-entitled asses up in that building. He said, can't sit here. Oh, my gosh. That is funny. That shit had me laughing my ass off. I was like, motherfuckers couldn't log into their computers. All their logins and shit shut down. Yo, Trump ain't fucking around here. Trump said, don't fuck around, because if you fuck around, you're going to fuck around and get smoked. That's what Dottie T just said. Don't fuck around, because if you fuck around, you're going to fuck around and get smoked. Oh my gosh. And that's what he's doing, yo. He is laying waste to the wasteful. And you gotta love it. You gotta be here for it. You know? You got all of these government workers that are like having an existential crisis right now because they gotta go back into the office. Like it's some injustice. I be fucking with my wife every morning. I'm like, hey, when we going shopping for them pantsuits? I was like, when we going shopping for them pantsuits? Here you go. I said, you gonna be waking your black ass up with me and getting right on the fucking road just like me. Like, it's all good. You had 4 years, almost 5 years of chilling in the house and working and shit from your pajamas and shit with your coffee and your teas and all that other shit. Going out to lunch with your homegirl, and gym breaks and shit. Now, your ass got to go in the office. I'm just saying, I heard about it. Now, is it more efficient to have employees work from home, and then you just cancel your lease, or you get rid of the leases for the buildings that you're renting out, right? Because not all the buildings that the government own, they lease them. So, like, yeah, you know, if you got some shit with Compton, not or Oberk Phoenix or somebody like that, tell them it's done. You know what I mean? Let people work from home. If you have some essential employees, make sure you got some satellite offices. You know what I mean? But he said, Joe Black asses, all y'all asses, it's coming back into the office. Time for you to go back shopping. No, y'all, none of y'all can't probably fit that shit y'all was wearing in 2019. It's time for y'all to go back and get y'all some 2025 work attire. It's time for y'all to go back and get some 2025 work attire, boy. Time to get back to work for real. You got people wanting to quit. They might resign. And I'm just laughing because I'm like, for what? Like, it ain't like he forcing you to, he's not firing you, I mean, unless you're in the DEI sector or whatever. But he's not firing you. He's just saying you got to go back into the office. But some of these people that's resigning is because they goofy asses then took advantage of the system, and they like, oh, I'm going to move to Wichita, Kansas, and I work in Crystal City, Virginia. Because I can telework. I'm going to go buy a house in Montana when my office that I was commuting to was in fucking Arlington. And now it's like, uh-oh, I got to go back into the office, and I don't live in the area that I fucking work in. And now some people putting in their resignation letters. They got to find other jobs, or they trying to find a way to get into other departments in the area that they actually live in. Motherfuckers are taking advantage of that system. I'm like, y'all should have known this shit was coming eventually. I should have known eventually we was gonna have to go back to work. Now I thought it was gonna be sooner rather than later. I thought, after maybe 2022, 2023 they was gonna go back. But we had an inept president in office. You know what I mean? What's up, Roy? You with the what? The WFH crew? Screw that commute. You with the work from home crew, yo? Yeah, there's more room for people who really want that bag. Now he has a hiring freeze, I guess, and I get that. You gotta see where you can trim the fat. You know what I mean? You gotta see where you can trim the fat. Just like any business. Everybody's entitled to a job, but the type of job you get, that's all based on your skill set and your abilities. We've already talked about that. We've already had that conversation. It's based on your abilities and your skill set. Roy said he in the office now. I'm headed to the office, Roy. I'm headed to my office. I ain't never had no telework, nothing. I wish I could telework. Give me at least one. I'll take one telework day. Like even if you did in the government, because they're like, well, we don't have enough office space. We don't have enough offices. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. We don't have places for people to go to sit on the floor. I'm like, so what the fuck was y'all doing pre-COVID? What was y'all doing pre-COVID? What the fuck was y'all working at pre-COVID? Because that teleworking shit didn't exist back then like that. Like it was there, but it wasn't. Like, so what was y'all doing pre-COVID? Sound like I need to go back to those rules. Sound like you need to go back to those rules. Simple solutions, guys. Simple solutions. Oh man, but one of the guys in my job was like, yo, he probably just want people to quit. He knew what was going on. He probably just want people to quit. So they gotta go back to the office. A lot of people that don't work in there don't live in the area that they work in. That their office is stationed in anymore. That's like that. That do make a lot of fucking sense, maybe. They need to turn these buildings into rental properties, get these damn bums off the streets. You don't get much work done. Man, you let my wife and her friends tell her they the hardest working motherfuckers in the government. We work harder from home than we do at the office. I don't know how y'all work harder from home than you're doing in the office. Like, when I'm in the office, or at least most people in the office, you got a boss that's right there with you. You gotta be on time. You got meetings. You got people not knocking on your door, checking on you and shit. Like I feel like you're a little more. You work a little harder. Plus, you know what I mean. The work ain't downstairs on your fucking kitchen table. The shit is in your office. So you got to get certain shit done by a certain time. You know what I mean? So I feel like you'd be a little more under the gun when you constrain to, like, I guess, an 8-hour day, whereas though I gotta go into the office and get this shit done. I can't do this shit at home. I gotta get into the office. I gotta get this done, that done, this done, that done. This shit is due by this day. You going in there, I think you're working a little more efficiently when you're in the office. That's just me. I don't know. I don't know. They sit around all day. Boy, you know what? I'm gonna just keep. Man, but they going back. Trump ain't fucking around. Now he talking about the Department of Education might get the motherfucking stones too. The Department of Education might get got. And I'm sitting here like part of me, because of the indoctrination I've went through, going to school and shit. I'm like, do we need the Department of Education? Do we need it? Like, then I start thinking about it. I'm like, well, what do they really do? What does the Department of Education really do? What do they do that your local government can't do? Is the question. And I think that's how Donnie T looking at it. He's like, yo, we don't need a federal situation. We just need the fucking state and local governments to do their job when it comes to children's education if you're going to put your kid in a public school or whatever, right? Private schools already operate on their own accord, right? And they produce a lot of fucking successful kids. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, we got public schools and stuff that's under the operation of the Department of Education. I did a video. Y'all remember that video? It was a viral video. I did a video of this lady whose son got fucking held back. Not only did he get held back, this motherfucker, he was supposed to graduate in 2021 or something like that. And this motherfucker got dropped back all the way to the 9th grade. I've never heard no shit like that. You make it all the way to your senior year of high school, and then they fucking hold you back all the way back. They push you all the way back to the 9th grade. They bump you all the way back to the 9th grade. Like, yo, what? This kid was absent 272 times. He had his grade point average was like 1.3 or some shit like that. I'm like, yo, what? I was nervous if I went to my father with a 3.0. 3.0 nigga, what the fuck is this? I expect 3.5 at least. I was scared to go to my father with a fucking 3.0. Oh my gosh. If I had a C on my report card, don't let me have a D on my report card. I might as well just go ahead and hand over the car keys. I might as well just go ahead and hand over the car keys. Just handing my report card with the motherfucking keys on top like I'm being suspended from the force. Just hand that shit over like I'm being suspended from the force. Oh, man. Turn in your badge, son. Turn in your badge. Oh, boy, that shit is funny. But this kid was failing. And then the crazy part is that this kid with the 1.3 who was at 272 times. Okay? He missed like all the days. Right? He was top half of his class. He was top half of his class. I was trying to do the math like, wait, what? Wait, what? This nigga was top half of his class. So that means it was half the school, half the graduating class was just as dumb as him. Hey. Good. Top half of the class was just as dumb as his ass was. So it's like, when you think about that shit, you're like, yo, what did the Department of Education really do? What needs to happen is that they do need to I'm not going to say need to abolish the Department of Education. I'm not going to say, actually, I need to go right here. I'm not going to say you need to abolish the department, but it needs to, if you're not going to abolish it, it needs a serious overhaul. It needs a serious overhaul. Again, you need to get rid of everybody and bring in some fucking fresh fucking perspectives and bright ideas if you're going to keep it around. You know what I mean? You need to bring in fresh perspective and bright ideas. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. The area that I am in is usually not the best. So, oh my gosh. Let me see. Yeah, no more mouse movers to circumvent screen activity. I know, right? That's what they be doing. But be honest with you, like, we don't really be paying attention to that. I should just say, yeah, whatever. Like, you really got to be. What am I doing? I know what I do. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm going to do this real quick. Yeah, I see the signal dropping where I'm at. This is wild, right? So I'm like, I want to see what happens. Like, people like, oh my God, he's just mad. He doesn't want kids to be smart. I'm like, these kids ain't smart now. These kids ain't smart now. All right? Because somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, right? This Common Core math bullshit. This new math that they're teaching our children. Who fucking okayed this bullshit? Was it the Department of Education? And don't sit here and fucking lie to me and say that, oh, Common Core math is a more efficient way of fucking doing math. Bullshit. It's not. I remember helping my daughter with some homework a few years back. I'm like, oh, long division? This my shit, nigga. Get over here. Let me show you how to do this long division. Boom. This is how you do this shit. You carry this shit over here. You do that. Blah blah blah. Yakety schmackety. You know what I mean? Boom boom. Place value shit. Bow 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 bow. You gotta go 1 2 3. Here go a period. Boom. Look 0. Bow. Here's your answer. All right. Broke that shit down for my daughter. I thought I was a goddamn genius. I'm sitting here showing her like, this is how you do it. This is how you do it right here. My daughter got a motherfucking 0. She got a 0 on her math. And I said, wait, what? What's this 0 shit? Teacher sent a note home saying, although the answers were correct, we just wanted her to give an estimate. We just want her to give an estimate. I'm like, what the fuck is, like, first off, there is such thing as a fucking exact estimate. 2, what the fuck you want her to estimate the answer for? That makes no fucking sense. Like, if you want to estimate some shit like a price, you're like, yeah, it's gonna cost you about this. It's gonna cost about this. Or you want it's gonna cost around this price. No, this is fucking math. I'm like, it should be no, ain't no fucking estimates, goddamn it. You know what I mean? This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Here we go. Who's this? Here's Johnny. No, your mom was just grinding on my meat last night, sir. Oh my goodness gracious. Your mom was just grinding on my meat last night. And then told me she didn't know if your daddy was your real daddy. So you may want to have a conversation with her. Yo, but this shit is crazy. So I'm like, yo, do we really need the Department of Education? Do we really need that shit? We're gonna see. But if we do something, that would piss me off all the way. Yo, it pissed me off. I'm like, are you telling me my daughter? Like, all the answers are correct, but you gave her a 0 because it wasn't done the way you guys wanted it done. It wasn't solved the way you guys wanted it solved. Get the fuck out of here. Science ain't the same science. Kids are reading below a fucking second grade level. These teachers just don't care. You know, I'm not gonna say every teacher because not all teachers don't care, but there's some teachers out here that don't give a fuck. All right. It needs an overhaul. The Department of Education needs an overhaul. We're gonna see what happens. We'll see how he does this stuff. I don't think he leaves it a scorched earth. I think he gets rid of it as we know it, and then brings in some new shit. But right now, Donnie T is fucking cooking. Donnie T is cooking. Yeah, it does. It starts with the parents, and that's why I commend him. Right? That's why I commend Donnie T, because what else is he doing, guys? What else is he doing? He's giving grants for $10,000 to parents who want to homeschool their children. He's giving grants to parents who want to homeschool their children of $10,000 to cover the costs. How great is that? So if you don't trust the school system, you can homeschool your kid. Department of Education definitely should be packed up. If the Department of Education was to be replaced, it would have to be replaced without the agenda. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. That is true. I agree with that. So maybe it just needs to be done away with altogether, right? Let the state and local governments handle it. You know, and I think that's a good idea. Let parents handle it. The homeschooling initiative that he's developed is fucking great. School choice is fantastic. Your kid, you see a lot of promise in your kid, but your kid going to a shit school where he not, he not being challenged, and you know, it's not thought provoking and all that other stuff. Yeah, send your kid to a private school. Oh, but I can't afford private school. It costs too much. Well, school choice. Here go a check. Here go a check. Go ahead. I'm sure you can come up with the other $5,000 a year, but here's majority of your kids, whatever. I think that's fantastic, and I don't see why people are mad at that. How many people out here know that their kids are fucking got some promise, but they can't afford to send them to fucking public school? I mean, private school. Now the government want to help you with it. What you going to do? Turn it down because it's Trump's idea? Hmm. Hmm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Stop going with these status quos, guys. Stop going with this gaslighting media telling you that he's doing everything wrong. Just yesterday, they was telling us that the tariffs are going to fucking destroy America, and we were going to immediately see this shit fucking fall. And look at Canada, who was talking shit on Saturday. Monday came around, and Trump said, "You really want to know about some gangster shit? Let me show you this gangster shit." Canada and Mexico was like, "Yo, all right, look, we're gonna play ball for right now. We're gonna play ball for right now, but we'll become independent from you guys." Like, that's the funny part, is that these countries are saying the quiet part out loud. They're like, "No, we'll play ball until we're independent from the United States." So what you're telling us is that you have been dependent on us and our fucking uh, uh, resources and monetary help for how long? So much so to the point that the sitting president is establishing tariffs on your country, and you can't buck him, right? You can't contest him because you're too dependent on America. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. You're too dependent on America to fucking start a revolution. That is crazy. I tell you. Donnie T know what he doing, yo. He calling all they bluffs. And then when they say some dumb shit out of their mouth, he like, all right, fuck around and find out. I ain't got a problem proving to y'all. I'll make an example out of your ass. And that's what he been doing, making an example out of motherfuckers, man. They on the ropes, yo. They are on the ropes. And the funny part is that even though you see it on the news, oh, people are marching in the streets. There's a lot of people out here that is like, nah, this nigga doing what he's supposed to do. I ain't even mad about it. I ain't even mad about it. You got these protests happening in California for what? Why do we have these protests happening in California? Because you're not protesting in solidarity with immigrants. You're not. You're not. Because if you were protesting in solidarity with immigrants, you'd be all for what Trump and ICE are doing. See, the legal, the documented, the ones that are here lawfully, the ones that knocked on the front door and asked to come in, right? They're here. They're working hard. They got a nice life for them and their families, right? They came over here to make a better life for themselves. They're being undercut by the illegals. The illegals are cutting a fucking line where the law-abiding immigrants have been patiently waiting. The illegal immigrants are getting more financial aid than the legal immigrants have been getting. Not even the legal immigrants, the fucking law-abiding citizens that live here already. So you sitting out there in the middle of the street chanting, "I come from immigrants. Immigrants are why I'm here," and all this other shit. Remember, your fucking granddaddy came over this motherfucker on a fucking boat, and he did some paperwork when he got here. He didn't just get off the boat and just walk into New York. My question is who fucking funding these protests? Because come on, guys, we already know them shits ain't grassroots. Them fucking protests are not grassroots. Just like those caravans that sent all these motherfuckers here were not grassroots caravans. Let's be real. Is old Georgie boy back up to his old tricks? Is old Georgie boy back up to his old tricks? What NGO is funding this? Is it USAID? Is USAID or USAID or however you want to say the shit? Are they the ones funding it? But you got people, we stand in solidarity with immigrants. Like, no, you don't. If you stood in solidarity with legal immigration, then you'd be all for what Trump and ICE are doing, getting rid of the criminal element out of the illegal, out of the immigration, getting rid of the criminal element that makes the law-abiding immigrants look bad. I'm just saying, it's just ass backwards thinking that they're doing. Ass backwards thinking is that what I called it yesterday? Oppression, envy mixed with the white savior complex. We're going to have a national day without immigrants. Did anybody feel that shit? I think I had one person in the chat yesterday who said that like their daycare shut down because they wanted to stand in solidarity with the fucking immigrants. Did anybody else feel that fucking sting? I didn't. Guess what? I went and had me some fucking Peruvian chicken last night. Some charboiled chicken. El Pollo Gran. That's what it's called. Fantastic. Guess what? Them Mexicans were still in that bitch cooking up that chicken. They were still in there charbroiling that chicken, making them roasted Brussels sprouts with carrots. I said, let me get a whole chicken and let me get some of them Brussels sprouts with them carrots and a little coleslaw, and thank you for your service, sir. And I walked my black ass out of there like, delicious. Delicious. Drove down the street some more. I should have put it on video. Drove down the street some more. Little taco spot I like to go to. El Cabrito. Fantastic. Guess what? They were still rocking and rolling in that bitch. They ain't shut down for some solidarity day. They like the legal law-abiding immigrants like, nigga, it's money to be made out here, and I'm not going to leave it on the table. Y'all can sit here and cry and all this other shit for all these illegal motherfuckers across the, I'm out here getting it, shitting and getting. Motherfucker 7-Eleven, that shit was open. And look, y'all like, oh, 7-Eleven, what you talking about the Indians? No, nigga, the 7-Eleven's by me. They owned by Africans. They owned by Africans, and I think the one 7-Eleven at the top by my, like, a little closer to my house, that's owned by some Arabs, right? You know, I'm just saying. They not with that bullshit. Oh, you didn't come from us, right? It was AK. Yeah, yo, that Peruvian spot in Miami was jamming. Yo, I forgot what it was called, but everybody went there the first night. It was what? Me, the wife, AK. We walked down there. Brody hit me up and was like, yo, where y'all at? And I was like, yo, we at the Peruvian spot down on the corner. Him and Trish and who else? I think Federales came, Patriot J. I forgot, a couple other people came down there. Yo, we ate like kings in that bitch for like $60. We ate like kings in that bitch for $60. I think Brody's table was like, yo, we just ate all this food. We got all this food. I think their bill was like $120. He was like, hey, yo, all of us ate like great for like less than fucking $200. I think we went like, did we go another day? No, we didn't go another day. I think that was the first day we went. But yeah, yo, that's the shit that just is ass backwards. It's like, yo, you out here standing and protesting for criminals? And I'm not saying because they snuck across the border. I'm talking about real fucking criminals, fucking armed robbers and pedophiles and rapists and fucking killers and thieves, right? Because that's what ICE is going after right now. That's what ICE is going after. They leaving the ones that ain't ruffling no feathers, even though they came across illegal, they ain't ruffling no feathers. They ain't got no fucking record here in America. How the fuck you sneak across the border, do some criminal shit, and have a record here in America and not be deported? The fuck? That should be the first thing that happens to you. Even if you got a green card or a visa, you do some criminal shit here and you're convicted and found guilty of that crime, it should be automatic deportation. I'm just saying. But you got people that snuck in this bitch out here doing criminal shit. They getting caught and then getting let go back into society. How many times you heard that shit in the past couple of years? Immigrant gets caught doing some fucked up shit, gets let go, let back into society, and then when they get let back into society, they do some fuck, like they kill somebody or some shit like that. But y'all niggas out there, hey ho, we won't go, and doing your little chants and rhymes and shit. But I'm like, yo, you're doing this shit for motherfuckers that don't give a shit about you, that mean to do you harm. ICE needs to do what they're doing because it wasn't just Mexicans and Guatemalans and Venezuelans who came across that fucking border. It was some of the Taliban and fucking ISIS and all these other terrorist cells that came across the southern border too. And you need to go fucking weed them out and get their asses the fuck up out of here. I'm not mad at Trump's tactics. I'm not. You got to. Joe Nicholslick made this happen. This is Joe Nicholslick's fault. This is Kamala Harris's fault. Crazy Uncle Joe rambling about his uncle who got ate by cannibals, was too inept to do anything about the border, and the person that he left in charge to do the border, your crazy Aunt Kamala, who drink a bottle of wine every hour on the hour for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, she left the goddamn gate open. Oh yeah, we can't forget the Chinese. We cannot forget the Chinese. Those Chinese men that was of fighting age that came across that border. We did a video on it. We showed you that shit. You know? But Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are responsible for the massive influx of illegal immigrants. You hear that word illegal? You see how I emphasize illegal? Because I think like some of y'all are like not my audience, but the people that's watching right now who are just sitting there with their fucking knuckles like, he's a fucking liar. Like, I don't think y'all understand the word illegal. I think like when you hear the word illegal, it's like when I say illegal, this shit must be like beep. Every time I say illegal, it's like a cuss word. Beep. It must not come through the fucking microphone. Or it's muted out. I say illegal, the shit muted out. Y'all don't even hear that. You just hear immigrants. When Trump say illegal, y'all don't hear illegal because he must be muting the motherfucker out. You know what I mean? You just hear him say immigrants or some shit. But y'all hear, like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. People just want to say they did some shit. Yeah, when I was your age, we went against the status quo. We fought for the rights of immigrants all across America. It's just funny to me, yo. It's just funny to me that these people, they just want to be a part of a cause. That's it. They just want to be a part of a cause. They want to be a part of everything but making America great again. They want to be a part of everything but making America great again. I don't get it, y'all. I really don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I tell you. And most of them dudes that be down there, they just down there trying to get some ass. They trying to stand in solidarity with that ass. Oh my gosh, yo. But people never understand it until it hits them close to home. All the people down there protesting for the illegal immigrants talk about, like, I see some cute winter boots over here at the Home Depot. Or whatever the fuck code word, cute winter boots. That just sounds crazy to me. Anyway. Oh, we gotta warn them. We gotta warn them. ICE is in the area. You got memes showing illegal immigrants fucking hiding in fucking HVAC pipes and HVAC ducts and shit. I'm just sitting here like, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Because y'all really don't want open borders. I promise you. You do not want open borders. If you got open borders, it would be bedlam. of the likes you've never seen. And let me just make myself clear. I'm not against immigration. Lawful, legal, fair immigration should always be a thing. It should always be on the table. But you start sneaking in this bitch, if you get in here and you don't get caught, more power to you. But if you get caught, charge that shit to the game, nigga. Charge that shit to the game. And then your ass gonna get knocked all the way back to like fucking Chutes and Ladders. You gonna slide all the way back to start, and you gonna have to start all over again. Yo, somebody, oh my gosh, that's a good idea. Hey Taylor, if you see this video, Taylor, HJ, if you watching right now, that nigga be lurking too. Yo, we need a fucking game. Like, so Hotep's got election night, which is a fantastic game. We need a border game equivalent to Chutes and Ladders. What would we call that game? We need a game about illegal, like trying to cross the border illegally. Call it Rio Grande. We should have a game called Rio Grande. Call it Walls and Ladders. What y'all playing? Walls and Ladders. What's that about? Oh, you get a piece and you start off as an immigrant trying to illegally cross into America. And you get presented with a bunch of obstacles. And if you get hit by any obstacle, it knocks you back down to Mexico, and then you got to start over. Oh, man. That shit is crazy. Yeah, starting over with a deportation record is even worse. But just imagine, a lot of the people that's sneaking in here, because like I said, think about it, right? A lot of these people that are coming in here illegally are paying these coyotes, paying these cartels like thousands of dollars to come here. It's not like the cartels are having oh, come on, I'll sneak you in. You know, it's on the house. No, they paying a pretty penny to sneak into America. So if they're paying all that money to sneak into America, why can't they come knock on the door and just pay that money to become a citizen or get a green card or whatever, or a work visa? If they're already paying a bunch of money to the cartels, is it because they have a criminal record in their country and they know that they went to the fucking border customs or border patrol? That border patrol's going to look that shit up and say, nope, go back to where you came from, don't pass go, don't collect $200. Is that it? I'm just saying. But Trump ain't fucking around. He came in this bitch ready to work. But they're going to try and sabotage him as best as they can, because now we got this bullshit with the fucking... Sheesh. I got to play that real quick. We're going to play that real quick. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. It's the last thing we're going to talk about.
DJ Manny. In this bitch. Hey, Dip. Hey, Trey.
This is what they want y'all to think. They got a new one coming up.
I think I got the bird flu. I'm tired of salad packs. I think I need a bird or two. I think I got the bird flu. I'm tired of salad packs. I think I need a bird or two. Scramble, cook, and snap, we salad. Scramble, cook, and snap, we salad. Scramble, cook, and snap, we salad.
Now they talking about they be calling all these eggs. They got to call all these chickens. We got a nationwide egg shortage. Rest in peace, little Scooter.
Coming right back, we got that real morphine. You niggas use the Percocet. Train in the track, counting stacks on point like a tax.
they got, now they talking about eggs. They talking about we got a national shortage of eggs. We got a national shortage of chickens. We got to call all these chickens. We got to get rid of all these eggs because they're all contaminated with the avian flu, aka the bird flu. And they're gonna run with that. Like I said, y'all, either the bird flu done gained a function or they are selling us some bullshit. A manufactured crisis. The views and opinions represented here on Cannon Hotep's YouTube channel do not represent the views of YouTube, Alphabet Inc., or the viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm just saying, yo. Now you got motherfuckers saying, oh, it can affect humans. Oh, it affects cows now. So this shit went from fucking with just chickens and birds. Now this shit fucking with cows and humans. So they got shit on you. But this shit is crazy, man. They gonna try to make something stick, yo. If they can't get Donnie T on to deviate from his plans that he got or his mission that he on now, they gonna hit us with another, you know what I mean? They gonna hit us with another pandemonium. That's just what I see. And this is the one they're gonna try to make stick. This is the one they're gonna try to make stick. So y'all keep your head on the swivel. To be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, I don't think this is just my opinion. I don't think it's that serious. Because last I remember, when me and Jay did our entire report on it, okay, when we did a stream on it, I'm not mistaken, as long as you cook it, as long as you cook that shit to a certain temperature, you fine, right? It's a respiratory virus, right? Can't see that shit fucking surviving 190 degrees of cooking. You know what I mean? Eggs. Can't see that shit surviving, you know, some stovetop frying. Then you gonna pack up the CDC? You gonna pack everything up. But I think that's why he got out of the World Hypocrite Organization. I think that's why he got out of the World Hypocrite Organization, is because your boy Joe Nicholslick gave them carte blanche on whenever they can. He gave them carte blanche on deciding whenever, I guess, arbitrarily deciding when the new pandemonium is going to be and the protocol for it. Right? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. The World Hypocrite Organization had sole authority over deciding what a pandemonium is and what the protocol has to be for that pandemonium. What's up, Emily? Yeah, I think that's probably why he dropped out. He's seen the sham. It's a fucking sham. By the way, yo, if you in here, hit that like button, guys. We got 20 people in the room. Let's get 20 likes. Can we give 20 likes? You know what I mean? And if you're new, hit the subscribe button, guys. Just fucking hit that button over there in the corner. Even if you want to come in here and argue or some shit, just hit the fucking button. We can argue all goddamn day, or at least until I get off the stream. Yeah, it's all money laundering. Ain't the allegedly, isn't that leader of the World Hypocrite Organization like wasn't he like tied to some terrorism shit? You know, but I digress on that. I'm pretty sure I remember that being a thing. Old Teddy. Hit the fucking like button, goddammit. Y'all just sitting here lurking. Stop lurking. I know some of y'all bigger YouTubers in this bitch listening to my takes because I hear y'all use my shit on y'all fucking channels. I'm not stupid. If I don't like his shit, then, you know, he won't know that I fucking came in and stole it. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, bigger YouTubers being this bitch stealing my shit. They just come in here and they lurk and they'll say shit, and then next thing you know, I done heard my take on their goddamn show. But I digress. Oh man, but don't fall for this fucking egg shortage shit. Don't fall for this shit. They tried this shit in 2022. They tried it a little bit in 2023. Now all of a sudden it's making a fucking resurgence. And how convenient that this thing is making a resurgence when old Donnie T is in office. It's gonna cause prices to go up, right? Because they're culling chickens and they're fucking slamming eggs against the wall. It's going to cause a problem. It's going to cause panic buying, which is going to cause a shortage, which is going to cause prices to go up on eggs and chicken, shit like that. And then what they're going to do? Donald Trump said that he was going to lower the prices on eggs. What's going on? What's going on? Look at this. Eggs are $10 a carton. That's because you guys are manufacturing a fucking crisis. You're manufacturing a fucking crisis. And you guys are too retarded to see it. Went to Publix the other day and they had none. Didn't even have any cream. That's wild. You know what I mean? Get some powdered eggs if you can find you some powdered eggs. You know what I mean? Put a little sea salt in them shits. Get your trace minerals. You know what I mean? Thing about it is, right? Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta watch that video, yo. I gotta remember how to do the shit though. No, the video showed me. So this lady, she was using I don't think it was vegetable oil. I think she was using olive oil. So she was taking olive oil and she was coating the eggs with olive oil. And apparently coating the eggs with like oil preserves the eggs for a certain amount of time. I want to try it. I'm gonna find remember the show which is fucking hilarious. Doomsday Preppers. Remember Doomsday Preppers? People, they had that TV show and people thought them people was crazy. Now everybody and their mother want to fucking have a fucking plan. It was a lady on that bitch. She was like, look, we can go into the apocalypse, but I'm going to be eating good out this bitch. She was making fancy shit. But I believe she was like, she took eggs and she slathered like some coconut oil or some kind of oil on top of them eggs. And then I think she refrigerated them. I don't remember. I got to look it up. But the eggs, it preserved the eggs and they were edible after a certain amount of months. Josh said it had to be olive oil. It probably was olive oil. Cause yeah, I guess it probably was olive oil. Get some chickens and don't wash them. What's up, Jimmy Dawson? In the building. What's the deal, bro? He said, get some chickens and don't wash them, and they last for weeks. Huh? Oh, because of the coating that comes that's right. Because when the chicken has the egg, there's a coating on the egg, right? That Jimmy, there's some kind of coating that comes out of the fucking chicken vagina on the egg, and then like it keeps it like preserved, right? If I'm not mistaken. Overseas, they don't refrigerate eggs because they leave the natural coating alone. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hinton. Thanks, y'all. The coating naturally on them preserves them. See, that's another reason why I just want more property. I just want more property, right? Because I want some chickens. I got a lot of side yard. I got a lot of front yard, right? My backyard isn't the biggest, right? Like it's a nice size backyard, but like most of it's on like a slope down, which I was like, damn. But I got a lot of side yard and a lot of front yard. And I don't want to have fucking chickens just all running around the side of the house and shit. Like I'll get a chicken coop or whatever, but I want a couple of chickens. We're gonna figure that shit out. I want to figure that shit out. See, if my goofy ass family didn't like go against my mom and they all fucking sold my grandfather's properties, they overruled her and shit. Dumbass. And now they all regret it. Now they all regret selling the fucking house. They all regret that shit, dummies. All right, my grandfather had what you would call a potential compound. But anyway, I digress. We ain't going into that story. It was so much land. We could have went down there and did some homesteading on that property. on that property. We could have had chickens and all that shit, goats and shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Chickens like slopes. I don't know. Maybe we'll try it. Cause Tractor Supply be selling chickens. They be selling little chicks, right? Tractor Supply be selling little chicks. So I don't know. I mean, I got enough side yard that's not really like visible that I could have me some chickens. You know what I mean? So I'll figure that shit out. But then I gotta tell my dog, fucking chill out, cause I can see this nigga trying to snap a chicken neck so he can have a fucking meal. I already see this nigga losing his shit over the chickens. He gonna sit at the fucking back door all day, crying to go chase chickens. I hear him. I already see the shit. The rage I have towards my dad's aunts and uncles for giving up grandma and papa's property in Idaho. Yeah, like my grandfather had really good property and it was great. It was perfect. Like the way it was set up is like, yo, we could all build like a little house or something like that on the property and be, and be cool, right? But they were all money hungry. And it's just like my mom wanted to purchase the property from them just to keep the house. But they wanted some astronomical amount of money. I said, Ma, I don't pay that shit. I was like, don't pay that shit. They tripping. And I told all of them niggas they was tripping. I was like, y'all think this house is worth that much money? The land is worth the land will be worth money. But I said, the house ain't worth shit. This house was built in the fucking 50s. It still got, what's it called? Knob and tube electrical. It don't even got a proper septic system. My grandfather did it all himself. You know what I mean? The shit ain't up to code. I said, he got all these properties now on the same deed. I was like, so if you sell this property, but that garage is on the other property, you sell that, that's going to be a problem. I said, this house worth 150. This house might be worth 150. I was like, if y'all going to have my mother buy this shit, you need to give her this house and that property right there with the barn on it. Then okay, maybe that's 300 grand right there. Maybe that's worth 300 grand. I said, but anything less than that, nah. And sure enough, what happened? They thought I was crazy. Nephew, you don't know what you're talking about, nephew. Okay. I don't know why y'all niggas don't think I'm like y'all niggas always talk about how smart I am, but now y'all don't want to listen because y'all niggas see dollar signs. And what they end up doing? Selling all of the property. Not just the first two pieces. They sold all 4 plots, which is probably like 2 acres. They sold all that shit for like 300 grand. I was like, you niggas is stupid. Stupid. But anyway, you know who bought it? Some Mexicans, and they make that shit look fucking fantastic. I just seen my sister sent me some pictures of the inside of that house. I was like, damn, they fucking doing it. And I just shook my head. Like, these idiots could have did this. But I digress. Give who little baby chicks to watch? My dog? I mean, Tyson's a good dog. He's a gentle dog, but I don't trust that nigga with chickens. He gonna be a chicken hawk. Y'all get 2 dozen eggs a week, really, from 4 young chickens? Okay, interesting. Breed over sense, yeah. That's how that shit go. Going on through the same thing on the Eastern Shore. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. It's like they see dollar signs, and it's always for the short term because you got to pay the death tax and all that capital gains bullshit. At the end of the day, how much you got? How much did you get? Nothing. Because tax is gonna eat most of that shit up. Now, what you really got? What you really got? You just went through all of that for what? It's crazy. And then once they sell the shit, now they got fucking. Now they second. Oh damn, maybe we should have kept it. It's too fucking late now. It's too late now. You know what I mean? It is too late now. Because even I was thinking about like going in with my mom on like, look, we'll sell our house up this bitch, and then we'll buy. You buy the house. We'll buy the property with the barn. The barn is fucking huge. The barn was like a house by itself. I'm like, we'll renovate the barn and turn that shit into a house, and then we'll be straight. You know what I mean? I said, then if something happened with Mr. Warren up on the hill, we'll buy that property, and then we good. But then when they started talking about the prices they was trying to get, they was trying to charge family. And I was like, man, fuck them. Nah, I'm good. Nope, man. Let them fucking suffer. I said, because they're not going to get what they want at the end of the day. They're not going to get the money they want at the end of the day. And they didn't. They didn't. And they let this real estate agent gas they dumbasses up. Real estate agent. And mind you, one of my aunts, she's a real estate agent. They didn't even let her deal with the property. Like, so you're not going to let the one that got the most vested interest in the property deal with the property, right? How much sense does that make? My aunt stands to make a profit off of this just like y'all. Why wouldn't you let her deal with the sale of the fucking estate? I was like, you niggas is dumb. They let that fucking agent gas they dumbasses up. Yeah, you could probably get a cool $1 million for all of these properties, man. And they all said, no, really? And they got none of that. None of that. Ridiculous. A bit, look, okay, like, I appreciate you. I don't know if you like I don't know if you're a medicine man. I don't know if you're a preacher or a priest. I don't know what you are. I appreciate you coming in, man. But you mind like throwing that into like Google Translate and then like copying and pasting that shit in here? We would really appreciate that. I would love to know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're working a root on me or if you're trying to bless me. You know what I mean? I don't mean to cuss either. I'm sorry. But, I appreciate you jumping in. Just, throw that into Google Translate and bring it on in. Appreciate that. I want to be able to read what you're saying, yo. It could be a nice prayer for everybody in here. And we don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, damn, Steph, I appreciate you. The words of the world are exchanged, have observed the disarray, the what is it? Distraction, the violence, the education that is lost. No more modesty. The decadence of ourselves who can raise the morality. Okay. All right. I got you now. I appreciate thanks Steph for translating that. I appreciate it. That's all. I just want to be able to read it, And yeah, there you go. A bit says mercy as well. He says thank you. I know that means thank you. French sitting structure isn't the same. I mean, I get what he's saying though. I understand what he's saying now. I get what he's saying though. Like if I had my glasses on, my meta glasses, I could have asked the glasses what it said, and the glasses would have read it. Like, oh, this is what this says. But I appreciate it. I appreciate that input. But yeah, man, it's I don't know, man. The world's in such disarray, there's such chaos going on, guys. Just keep your head on the swivel. Get your food stores up. What's up, Dutch? My man Hotep Dutch in the building. What's the deal, yo? What is the deal? How's everything going over there in the Netherlands, sir? But like I was saying, get your food, get your water, get your first aid, get you something to protect your neck, guys. You know what I mean? Get something to protect your neck. You know what I mean? Things could get a little weird. Just make sure you got your provisions just in case there's a supply chain shortage or something going on, guys. All right? Just make sure you're prepared. Thanks for recommending Bluey. Yo, Bluey's that joint, yo. Bluey is. I started watching that joint. Yo, Bluey is a good show. Bluey's a good show for everyone. That's what's up. I'm happy y'all straight. I'll be watching Bluey by myself sometimes. I'll be sitting there watching Bluey by myself because Bluey is a fantastic show for all ages. It's got a message for the kids, but then it's got another deeper message for the adults that the kids won't get. But the adults watching the show will catch on, and you be stuck on Bluey, yo. Wavi, what's up? Wavi said, Bluey have a nigga crying and shit. That is funny. I've definitely been stacking up on water lately. Every week I get paid. I buy 2 cases. That's what's up. That's what's up. Bluey got your daughter in a chokehold. Yo, Bluey is great, yo. Bluey is fantastic. I love Bluey, yo. It's got a good message. Like, it's a bunch of them. Like, what made me start watching, because I wasn't really paying attention to it until, like, I was just sitting there and I turned around because it was on my TV with my nephew and stuff watching it. And Bluey was having some kind of, like, kid crisis. And her dad walked over to her and tried to explain some shit to her. And he's like, "You understand?" And she was like, "No." He was like, "Oh, you figure it out," and just walked off. I was like, "Hey, yo!" And so I started watching it, and I was like, "Yo, Bandit is a G, Chili cool." I was like, "This is a great show. This is a great show." Get refillable pitchers for the water. Yeah, I got one in here right now. Here we go. I keep one with me all the time. Boom. I keep one with me. All right. I keep one with me. It's got a little bag in here I can use and all that other stuff. Wow. Got me one right there. I keep one in here. I got like 2 in the pickup truck, 1 in the wife's car, and I got like a massive one in the house. He was watching one when he was racing for Sherbert yesterday. Oh man, yo, it's hilarious. It took me a while to know it was a girl. Oh, you didn't know Bluey was a girl? Yeah, I picked that up. I picked it up like first couple of episodes, but at first, because like if you don't watch the show, Bluey, and you look at the dog, and the dog looks like you don't know. You just assume that it's a boy dog, and then you start watching the show and say, oh, Bluey's a girl. It's 2 girls, Bluey and Bingo. That's my joint. Anyway. That's all I got for you guys. I got to get my ass in here and do a couple of things. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon, and it'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream. Let people know we live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. What do you think about the topics we talked about today? What do you think about Trump getting rid of the Department of Education? What do you think about Trump getting rid of the USAID or USAID? What do you think about that? What do you think about the bird flu? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. I'll holla at y'all.